This video is brought to you by Ken Newman and Caleb Hewitt. How does what we read, hear, and view contribute to our understanding of fear? We won't be scaring you, but we will be answering this question. So sit back, relax, and please enjoy our project. Fear and panic in particular have the potential to get very problematic if we're not careful about it, because our fear response can have a direct effect on our behaviors. When we begin experiencing fear, the amygdala region, the part of the brain which elicits an immediate sense of dread and fear, will gradually respond by showing up several natural psychological changes, such as our pupils dilate, our breathing accelerates, our heart rate and blood pressure rises. When experiencing fear, our voice often has a higher pitch and more strained tone. In addition, there are common sensations that include feeling cold and shortness of breath. It also may include sweating and trembling or tightening of muscles in the arms and legs. Eventually, our posture of fear can either be one of mobilizing or mobilizing, freezing or moving away. For example, seeing other people panic shopping will make you want to do the same if people are stocking up on toilet paper, because they're overthinking a product shortage from the main suppliers in China. However, the reality is our toilet paper is produced right here in Canada. No one noticed, and with the panic feeling, we are getting scared as much as others and begin to purchase more toilet rolls, even unnecessarily, during the pandemic. Overall, fear is inspired by different aspects, and in this video, we'll be focusing and discussing how our fear is influenced by movies, historical events, arts, journal articles, and social media. Horror films are able to bypass our knowledge that we are watching something and trigger a real fear reaction. Yet we still enjoy them. Maybe the film creates a mystery that draws us in. It's the process of discovery that we enjoy, or the thrill of the fear. Some may enjoy the adrenaline from watching a horror film. We can feel certain feelings without the consequences. Fear can also bring people closer. There is evidence that teenagers, both male and female, bond over watching horror films. The music in horror films is what sets the atmosphere. It can trigger a flight or fight response. The music can be pure suspense. The music and sound in the film causes an emotional response in some way. Some examples of horror films that scared the world: The Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, and The Exorcist. Horror films are able to tap into our primal instinct, which is why we sometimes jump or yell while watching the film. Fear portrayed in art has changed yet stayed the same throughout the years. Artists of the past would make art of the struggles or perils during their time, mostly of war and death. Nowadays we do the same thing. We make art of the struggles and perils during our time or how we just feel, except we also make art to purposely make people feel fear, as a sort of entertainment. Junji Ito is someone that makes his art of fear/horror into entertainment. Junji is a manga artist, a Japanese comic artist. He is very well known and has even gotten movies and TV shows adapted from his work. Artists can portray their fear in various ways. It can be for facial features, a setting or environment that makes you feel uneasy, society at the time like war, a protest gone violent, or even a plague. Fear can be expressed in shapes and colors. For an artist, fear is just a tool used to express oneself.
So the next part is historical events. After the World War II, most of the women have experienced different types of mental anxiety and traumas, which is giving their lives so many discomfort. These have only fear the war might be starting again. They would refer to withdrawal with any interaction with men due to the over concern that they might get raped or tortured by men again. Many unethical events that happened during the World War II have left these women with horrible nightmares these days. They could not get out of it, and they have to rely on medication to overcome this big fear, with the assumption that things in the world might occur again in modern life. The women after World War II could not avoid living under many post-traumatic stress disorder, which leads them to fear, disgust, fatigue, or even suicidal part. So the next part is journal articles. Reading and fear get connected in the same way that classical conditioning operates. An initially neutral stimulus is paired with a no-just unconditioned. As a result of this pairing, the reader forms an association between reading and negative emotion. Generally, when a person is asked to read out loud a paragraph, the text will immediately activate the amygdala region in our brain, and at the same time, various thoughts converge to a cognitive confirmation that this is a training situation, and this causes a rising sense of alarm if the content is sensitive and terrifying. For example, when we heard of the warning of an upcoming earthquake in our local area, we will easily get frightened by how to survive when the earthquake comes, and the information might be predicted but will not let our thoughts stay calm, instead making it over by assuming it would be devastating, like the horror scenes in the movie we watch, or even like some random Jordan saying from the people around us. So the final part is newbie on social media. We have been using social media for years and for different purposes, but we haven't spent a little bit of time to do a quick research of or experience on social media because sometimes we get scared of things that we saw on social media, but we did not yet notice that. Especially we getting so many emotional responses on so many social media apps such as Facebook and Twitter. Um, and also like these responses or the very good thing for the editors of the social apps to map and measure and provide more of the topics that might get more effective engagement from the social media user. So if you click onto many um, sensitive headline on Facebook or Twitter, and you spend so much time on commenting and then replying the comments with other social media user, you will just give more um, money to the app developers because they will base on that to provide more repeat topics that might interest you. But mostly, we did a very deep research on the very common topics on social media recently. We saw many topics that are sensitive and terrified, are the very most common interesting topics that most social media users choose to participating in commenting the post, especially like protester getting attacked by the police during the BML protest, or um, racism, or even COVID-19. So if we see this topic like that on social media, we'll start off with or comment like, "It is shocked to see these types of things," and "I could not hold my breath while watching this video," or even "How could I do this like the people in the video?" Like we just getting more anxious, angry, fearful of what we just experienced on social media. And with these evidence, we can see how we easily become overprotective to ourselves and to the people surround us. As a media is as a social media user, because we getting worried about things that happen in society, especially we experience them on social media, and we feel really insecure. Overall, we all experience fear in a different way. Either it be has a sort of entertainment from a movie, a way to express ourselves in a form of art, a way of survival like in the past, or even a cause of uneasiness from an article headline, or a fearful and anxious feeling from watching the chaos that occurring around the world on social media. Fear can be good and bad, but you shouldn't constantly be in fear. So, within that time, we should be able to make a plan of how to cope with all fear. So, we have some suggestions that we want to share with you guys. So, first of all, face your fear if you can. If you always avoid situations that scare you, you might stop doing things you want. You won't be able to test out whether the situation is on way as bad as you expect, or even like you miss a chance to work out how to manage your fears and reduce your anxiety. Therefore, exposing yourself to your fears can be an effective way of overcoming this anxiety. Next part is know yourself. Try to learn more about your fear or anxiety, writing down your fear challenges, setting ourselves small and achieving the goals by overcoming your fear at every small percentage, um, like day by day. This can be an effective way of addressing the underlying belief that or behind your anxiety. Trying to learn more about your fear or anxiety, keep a record of when it happens and what happens. Also, practice with a healthy lifestyle. Some people find that complementary therapies or exercises, such as relaxation techniques, meditation, yoga, or Tai Chi, help them to deal with their anxiety. This could be a good way for us to get more motivation to explore new adventurous things around us without scaring us. And lastly, faith or spirituality. If you practice any religions, this can give you a way of feeling connected to something bigger than yourself, and faith can provide a way of coping with everyday stress. And attending church or other faith groups can connect you with a valuable support network. Finally, that's it for our pod. I hope you all enjoy our animation, and we wish you the best luck with your ongoing successful educational path. Take care and stay healthy.